Hello there, I'm back. I've come to you with a short video on why mixing random cleaning agents might end you. Remember, what doesn't kill you scars you for life. First, a safety disclaimer. There will be demonstrations. You should never repeat anything I will show to you because it is a really bad idea. I used all of the safety equipment I own and I only did reactions on a very small scale. This still does not make those reactions safe, but it does minimize the harm should something go wrong. This brings me to the fact that most people who clean with some of the very dangerous chemicals often do not wear the personal protection equipment they should. If that is you, please do better. First thing you should never do is mix different drain cleaners. This is because common drain cleaners are based on strong acids and bases. Combining those will release a large amount of energy. This can melt plastic pipes and blast you with a boiling solution of whatever you just mixed. To demonstrate, I dissolved a pinch of sodium hydroxide in tap water. I did it inside a disposable plastic cup because the thermal shock of the reaction I'm about to show you could shatter a glass beaker. Once the hydroxide was dissolved, I add a small amount of hydrochloric acid. As you can see, the water immediately boiled. You can imagine what would happen if I used a larger amount of chemicals and if the reaction happened inside a narrow enclosed space, like a drain. Let's move to ammonia. Ammonia-based cleaners are great for cleaning bathrooms, kitchens, and glass windows because ammonia saponifies fat. It is also very cheap to produce. Now, ammonia should never be combined with oxidative sources of chlorine, such as bleach or pool tablets. This combination will result in formation of chloramine gas, hydrazine, and potentially a very vile yellow liquid, nitrogen trichloride. Nitrogen trichloride is a toxic primary explosive. Little fun fact. First chemist who to synthesize it lost multiple fingers and an eye to it. This scrap also temporarily blinded Sir Humphrey Davy and injured Michael Faraday. Here is a video of it blowing up from exposure to sunlight. To further demonstrate that combining ammonia and sources of chlorine is a bad idea, I diluted some ammonia and added a piece of a pool tablet to it. The reaction produced a small cloud of gas, and I believe some nitrogen trichloride that immediately decomposed. Now, let us talk about all the ways mixing random stuff with bleach can kill you. Combining any kind of acid with bleach will produce chlorine gas. Now, I don't know about you, but reenacting World War I in my house isn't exactly what I call a definition of a good afternoon. Bleach is one of those chemicals that can react with organic sources of ammonia to produce chloramine, as I mentioned before. Another thing you could potentially make is chloroform. This would happen if you had the bright idea to mix bleach and ethanol. Finally, let us not forget that all of those chemicals can be very dangerous on their own if they are not treated with the respect they deserve. If you use something without first learning what it is and what it does, you're risking not only your own health, you could very well damage what you were trying to clean. Here you can see the effect of a strong acid on aluminium. Base will cause a similar amount of damage. You should know not even stainless steel is completely inert. Acids and bases might not cause significant damage to it, but it will for sure ruin the surface finish on it. So yeah, whatever you're using, do the reasonable thing and read the fucking manual. Do not mix stuff if you aren't sure about what it does. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and vote on what would you like to see on my channel in the future. If you have any ideas of your own, please share them below, and I will see what I can do. See you next week. Bye.